Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel and welcome back to another episode on business. We were discussing one by one all of its types, going deeper into them. We went deep into the sole proprietorship, we went deep into the partnership, we went deep into the LLC, the limited liability company, and now in this episode, I'll introduce you to a corporation, or rather, I'll call it incorporation because incorporation is the legal process used to form a corporate entity or a company, which is the final form of a business, most common and the bigger form of a business, I should say. What is a corporation? A corporation is the resulting legal entity that separates the firm's assets and income from its owners and its investors. Corporation can be created in nearly all countries in the world and are usually identified as such by the use of terms such as INC dot you'll see, or CORP dot, which stands for incorporation or a corporation in their names. It is the process of legally declaring a corporate entity as separate from its owners. So, what happens is that the incorporation is a broad term to describe a business registered with a state to become separate legal entity. That business entity often is owned by shareholders, as I've mentioned before. Even if it is corporation with a single owner, the shareholders will be there, stocks market will work, people will buy, etc. That may also be overseen by a board of directors. A company does not need to be incorporated to operate a business. Of course, business owners may elect to operate as sole proprietorship, partnership, or LLC instead, the limited liability company. These business structures treat company debt and taxes differently than compared to an incorporated identity. Another primary difference between legal entities and one of the most important reasons a company may want to incorporate is for advantage of issuing stock. When a company incorporates, it gains the ability to share ownership of the company by issuing shares of stock, whereas a sole proprietorship or a partnership is usually owned by those operating the company. Incorporating allows a business owner to sell an ownership stake in part of a business so others can take advantage. If a business does not need to sell stock, an LLC can be a great option, but that is only if you do not want to be a corporation. It offers legal protection but as passed through taxation, meaning earnings are only taxed once. So there's tax advantages in an LLC. Forming incorporation, there are many steps involved in it. I'm just looking at it and I'll decided to use a different video for it in which I will be discussing how to actually incorporate a business. The creation I'll talk about involves drafting articles of incorporation which lists the primary purpose of the business, the location of the business along with the number of shares, class of stock being used, if any. A closed corporation, for instance, is held by a small number of shareholders and is not publicly traded actually. Companies are owned by their shareholders. Small companies can have a single shareholder, while very large companies, often publicly traded companies, can have several thousand shareholders in some cases as well. As a rule, the shareholders are only responsible for the payment of their own shares. As owners, the shareholders are entitled to receive the profits of the company, usually in the form of dividends. The shareholders also elect the directors of the company, so they really have a say and have a really influential role in the company if you become a shareholder, depending on how much percentage of a shareholder you are in the company. So that's all about incorporation for this video. For the introduction, And I hope you learn from it, and I'll see you in the next one with more about how to incorporate a business. As always, thanks for watching.